Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. I want to do the usual weekly market outlook video, look ahead to this week of FIFA Ultimate Team. It is a big week, but I just want to look ahead and talk about what I see happening, talk about what could come, and of course the big promotion at the end of the week, Black Friday. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. And I think there's going to be some panic along the way at some other point in the week. So first off, let's go over to the good old Footbin and check out some graphs and see what the market has been doing. So today was an interesting day. Today is Sunday when I'm recording this. This is going to go out on Monday. And as you guys know, this weekend was kind of crazy. Saturday night, prices went low. They went low and we were like, is this maybe the buy time? Did we miss the buy time? But they didn't go low enough that really seemed like any type of crash. I still think they're going to get lower from what they are now. Sunday was kind of the day where a lot of people said this is going to be the day to buy. It's going to be the day to buy. And it ended up not really being the day to buy because so many people were told it was the day to buy that it just did not end up being that day. Something interesting happened just a little bit ago with squad battle rewards. If you look at this, the market kind of dropped off here. We're looking at index 100. It dropped off from about 64 points down to about 61, 62, where we are still at now. A lot of the low rated golds dropped, and a lot of the higher rated golds were, you know, like I think Suarez is on this list. Yeah, he's right here at 249. Suarez with 230,000 coins right when Foot Champs rewards dropped, and then he all of a sudden popped right back up to 255 actually. So that was very interesting. So it seems to me like some people actually built some of their teams tonight. Or, you know, maybe built a team for this week that they will use until Black Friday. Another thing I want to look at was icons. And icons, definitely people look like they're buying teams right now. Because if you look at this, right before Squad Battle Rewards, we're down here at 133 points. Right now we're at 137, and this is about 2 hours after Squad Battle Rewards. You see a lot of these cards are up in price. So that was very interesting to me. A lot of stuff, you know, on the market, some of it's down. I was looking at some Team of the Week informs, past and present, just trying to gauge and see what kind of sell-off we were getting. You know, some guys like this 86 center mid, the first inform Royce, I mean, yes, it's down. You see like the open bids, 320,000 coins. He was about 350 earlier this weekend. And also this 87 Royce, which is in this week's Team of the Week, I saw for under 400k, just barely under, just a little bit ago. But I've got some stuff on the transfer targets that I've just been kind of looking at, some past Team of the Week informs, a couple UCL blue cards, and this Mahrez ones to watch as well. I'm just kind of keeping tabs on these cards and seeing where they go with what their prices are. Like this Felipe Anderson, at some points today he's been sold off, and then at other points it looks like that he is just getting bought up because I set a personal target price for this card under 120,000 coins. It has not made it there yet, so I won't be touching that anytime soon. And this Mahrez card is kind of interesting to me. He dropped down, I think his lowest, there's one for 220. We'll see how quickly that sells. But he went to about 215k today, and he's been around 220. I think he'll go back up to 230 or 240 before Wednesday comes with the Team of the Week, which I think he would be in. Just because there's not a lot of options for this Team of the Week. I have some Velas on the transfer list that I would like to sell, and of course I picked up some golds tonight too because I thought they were just too low, and I think that people are going to make some teams to play through this week, you know, division rivals, and they're probably going to resort to some gold cards and save a lot of their coins because they know the crash is coming. But speaking of the crash, I want to talk about kind of what maybe the new thinking is since we are past that original, what people called buy time right away. One thing that I have kind of wondered all along and remembered from previous FIFAs was just the amount of packs that are opened on Black Friday and what it does to the gold card market. So like I'm looking to get a Griezmann. I'm probably not going to buy any of my gold cards until Black Friday when those first lightning rounds drop. These high rated meta gold cards are going to get packed. They're going to get sold. They're going to be great snipes that are out there. Like I'm trying to get this Griezmann for under 200,000 coins. In fact, I'll just go show you my team and talk you through my plan of action. This is something you guys should be doing too. Have a team. If you want to make a team for Black Friday, like we talked about in a previous video, Black Friday Market Series number 1, make sure you have your team planned out. This is my team. I have it right here, ready to go. I know who I need to buy, and I've been watching their price, so I'm familiar with it. So the time for informs is interesting. I think we're going to get some point during this week before Black Friday where EA puts out an SBC, EA maybe teases the promo of Black Friday and what could be coming. They maybe tease something and the market starts to panic. I could definitely see that happening. And it just reminds me that before the screen promotion and before the UCL Live promo, they put that loading screen in FIFA Ultimate Team where they had the like a picture of like, hey, this is coming in, with a countdown, like, hey, this is coming in 14 hours or 20 hours when this is coming. And so people got hyped for that, and you saw a little bit of panic on the market in those times. I definitely think we could see that again. That could be an opportunity to buy some things as people quickly list and undercut and list on very good deals. That's going to be something to watch as well. But for the gold cards, if you guys are trying to build a team with a lot of these gold cards, like an Mbappe, Griezmann, Suarez, guys down here, maybe like a Pogba or a De Bruyne, I think the buy time for a lot of those cards is actually going to be the first couple hours of Friday when the lightning rounds come out, when these cards get packed. Obviously for the higher rated cards, it might not be as good of a buy time. Like earlier on the better for some of these higher rated, like a Pogba, because you know, how much is Pogba actually going to get packed? He's 88 rated. Not as much as somebody down here like maybe an 86 Roberto Firmino would, just because of the higher rating and just the rarity of the card in game. But regardless, they're going to get packed because there's so many people opening so many packs, and you're going to see a lot of those cards coming out of the market. So gold cards, I think you're going to wait until then, especially if you want some of these meta guys like Suarez, like Ronaldo, like Messi, and even guys like a Harry Kane. If he's not in Team of the Week, which he could be, that time period I think is going to be the best for those cards. Informs, I still think your best bet is some type of panic. I was looking to buy some of these informs this weekend, but it looks like people just scooped these up this weekend. They would get low, but not low enough. There were a couple points where some informs got very low. That's a pretty low Felipe Anderson right there for 124. But I mean, a lot of those informs, they just didn't get low enough for me. It didn't really seem enough of a crash-like market behavior to me. Nothing dropped big time. It was just like a normal weekend league sell-off. Things went down to their normal lows, maybe a little bit lower than that. And you know, now we're just here and people are buying their teams on these prices that are just, they're not really a crash price. So that's something I'm interested in. I want to keep watching throughout this week. I think there's going to be something that comes this week to, you know, stir up some panic in the market, whether EA drops an SBC that's repeatable this week or they introduce something that's going to be dropping during Black Friday. I think there's going to be some type of panic, so be on the watch for that. And like I said again, make sure you know what you want to do. If you're just looking to purely invest in this Black Friday promotion, there are going to be plenty of opportunities to do that. I want to look at the cheapest players by rating really quick here on Footbin, and yes, gold cards are very low, 88 rated. Like you have Handanovic at 26k, Higuain at 26k, Navas, Iniesta, all under 20k for 87 rated. So that's cheap. 86 rated are even dropping down, and the 85s really got hit hard by squad battle rewards tonight. Allison at 7.7, Milinkovic Savic at 8. A lot of these guys are pretty good buys. What I did with these high rated golds, I just bought one of each and stuck it in the club. I know I maybe bought like Higuain at 27 or 28, so I might lose 1,000 or 2,000 coins. Like I won't get him at his very, very cheapest, but for these cards, I don't see anything. Yes, an icon SBC is kind of what you're looking for those kind of card requirements. So I don't see a ton of that. I don't see that coming until Black Friday. That's just me. I don't think it's worth going broke on any type of high rated gold cards just yet. I think people right now are more focused on building their new teams and getting those players in their teams. So I think that's the main focus right now. EA obviously is going to drop SBCs when Black Friday comes out. We don't know what they will be, but there's bound to be something that's going to be coming out because they have to have some way to take a lot of those cards off of the market. So I keep checking my icon that's in my team. I want to buy Hero at center back, so I keep checking him. Obviously, same thing that you guys should be doing with whatever cards you want to have in your team. Again, 83s, you can get them on bid as well. They're going cheap. Just bid on them. 84s, bid on them, and just get one for your club, one of each, and just do that. It's not really worth going nuts on yet. If you're going to be somebody who's on a lower budget and you want to stack 83 rated cards on your transfer list, you might as well just wait until later in the week. I don't see anything that would maybe make an 83 rated card. 83s rise when there's a repeatable SBC, and I don't think we'll get a repeatable SBC just yet. So if you're wanting to get 83s, definitely drop some bids on a few of these cards. I'm trying to find a Murata here with a low bid. I'll go 1200 for Murata, see if that goes through. So not a bad deal to do some of that with 83s and 84s, and of course maybe some 85s and 86s. But again, just one update for the week. I think we're going to see some panic. A lot of people want to know, when do I buy my team? When do I get this? When do I get that? And I'm just thinking that it's not quite yet. It's not quite yet. I think we need more panic to settle in. I think we need something else for that. And I think this was kind of EA's way of saying, all right, we want people to buy their teams. They extended the weekend league with some, they had some issues with servers people had this morning, which was very interesting and very interestingly timed, in my opinion, as it seems like it's just intended sometimes to hurt us in the trading community, as we see a 90 rated Suarez who is definitely being some little coin transferring going on there. So it just sucks to see a little bit of that, but regardless of the situation, be on your toes and be in the know. Look at your cards. Obviously, we have the SBCs that came out tonight. The Jadon Sancho, actually, the SBC actually came out. It was re-released, which was very nice. But yeah, just keep tuned to the market. This is a market outlook video, and I want to take a look at the market this coming week. And really, there's not too much to say other than Black Friday is at the end of the week. Make sure you have golds in your club so that you can do SBCs if you want to do them before everybody else starts buying into those cards. And just keep a watch on your team. If you're going to be building a team, keep a watch on those informs, keep a watch on those icons, because I think we're going to have a dose of panic this week that will just cause everybody to freak out and to sell their cards that they have in their teams, because it looks like people have already started buying their teams. If you have any questions that you want this week about a certain card, when to buy, or anything like that, drop them in the comments down below or tweet me those questions. My Twitter link is in the description. Drop a like on this video if it helped you out at all. It's kind of hard, getting this timing down. The Black Friday market is different every year, especially with all the trading community that we have in FIFA. There's so many people that want to know when the best time to buy is. So that's kind of hard figuring out every year, and every year is different with content as well. So it's going to be fun this next week. There's going to be a lot of coins that we can make off of a lot of different things. And I'm probably going to put out a couple more videos this week on what we're looking for to invest in gold cards and icons. I'll go into more deep dives into those two areas of Black Friday market investing. Drop a like again on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn notifications on to get notified when videos do go live. It's been Nate, the Foot Accountant. Catch you guys later. Peace out.